Why will we actually start to gain weight in the first place? Most of the time when we are in teenage or early 20s, we don't really have any weight problem. It doesn't even bother us. We can eat whatever we want and we can still be in a pretty comfortable weight. So weight actually comes not from what you eat. It has to do with your own body condition, including the hormones that your body is producing. And hormones is actually a chemical that your body naturally produces. Up here is like the headquarters that control every function. And hormones is like the military soldier that will help you to accomplish the task that you're supposed to do. But if you become really stressed, if you're not feeding your chemicals properly, sleeping is part of nourishment to your brain. Aging. Aging is just a number, but most of the time, as we age, especially through the late 20s, 30s, and then 40s, we have stress that we never really prepared. And those are the time that we actually start calling ourselves aging. And then we have different symptoms that comes with aging because the stress level. So all that is affecting our hormonal imbalance. Hence, we become out of control, gaining weight, or having trouble sleeping, having trouble to control our eating habits, or we really try to control eating habits leads to other problems. So understanding why we gain weight, we really have to take a look at what's going on in our life. Not really just looking at what's on the menu, how much calorie we are consuming. Because again, all these eating habits is the closest thing that you can relate to food, but it's only the habits, not about eating amount. The same people with good metabolism and pretty low stress, they can eat all they want, and they could be more junk food than a healthier person, but they're not gaining weight. So it's really because the metabolism is good, they don't have the stress to interfere the hormonal work, so they're fine, just like how you were when you were a kid. But as you age, even if you eat really, really well, buy all organic, and then the stress level is interfering your normal bodily function, then you become slower in metabolism. You're not burning the same calorie as you turning the food into right energy. Hence, you're not producing the correct productivity, which is the amount of work that you're supposed to do. You're dragging your feet, and then you lowered your appetite. You end up wants to eat more junk food to stimulate your brain, to keep it awake. Hence the whole bad cycle of the bad eating habits. So food is really not the enemy for weight gain. But how we eat and what we eat, later on we'll talk in a little bit more detail in a few weeks later. But understanding what causes the weight gain is actually more important than only focusing on the amount of food or what kind of food, because everybody really is different. So have a good look of what's going on around us as a lifestyle, and also inside us as our body condition. You will get the best result as in gaining health and losing weight. So my suggestion and what I believe is the right way for detox and weight loss is not to really focus on flushing everything out. Purging formula is like spring cleaning to you. When you remove a lot of the stuff that you don't want, doesn't mean it's not valuable. It's just what you don't want right now. Whatever that's in there, you think it's bulging, so you don't want it, but you don't know if it's good or bad. It's just all piled up. So when you use the purging formula, you really just get rid of a whole bunch of stuff, good and bad, out of your body. And then usually after that few weeks or a week of the purging process, you will leave yourself empty. So you feel tired, you need to adjust, you need to replenish yourself. And through this replenishment, again, you're exposing to all sorts of things if you're not careful. So the purging process for weight loss is only very temporary. And that's also very damaging, not your body, but the balance of your body. Once you offset your balance, you're exposed to illnesses and discomfort to your body, so you make yourself even more vulnerable. Your body naturally detox in a daily basis, but with your busy lifestyle, with poor diet, you actually interrupting your natural bodily function. Natural body function, not just peeing and pooing really, is when you eat the food, how you absorb the food, and then through that process magically created a good source of energy, and then you can produce whatever you want to. So ideally, you want to have that good process, fast, efficient, use up all the food that you invest, save up a little bit, and then create whatever you want to create. So it could be a workout, a good workout. It could be creative projects. It could be money-making projects. Anything. But you have to go through that process, because as we grow, we don't have the source from our parents anymore. You start using what you take in from your daily. So the diet, what you're eating, really makes up who you are. But what you're eating and turning into energy is another key that most people not aware of.